It's presented by Ford. Perdomo, Vargas, and Carroll, the top three. Del Castillo. Moreno back off the IL. He'll do the catching. Fernandez gets the start at first. Arenado across the diamond from him. Alec Thomas patrols center field, the Chicago kid. And Jorge Barosa will get the start in left field. A reminder, AbbVie and the Chicago Cubs are teaming up to strike out cancer. Roughly 241 Americans are diagnosed with cancer every hour for each Cubs strikeout at Wrigley Field. This season, AbbVie will donate $241 to Cubs charities. AbbVie, people, passion, possibilities. And JD, also worth mentioning that for every 2 strikeouts that Colin Ray gets today, it's free drink time in the Corner Tap Room in Cascade, Iowa.
Yeah, it's always an exciting day in Cascade when Colin Ray takes the mound. They'll be keeping their eye on strikeout performance from the big righty here this afternoon. He's punched out 24 in 27 in the third innings, a strikeout rate of 21%. He's a little bit below league average.
Perdomo climbs in and ready to roll. And the first offering of the game in for a strike, says Mike Malinsky. See the overall numbers for the Diamondbacks shortstop. Not great, but last year, wow, was he. Swing and a miss. JD was one of the best players in the majors last season.
He was indeed, yeah. Yeah, by wins above replacement, he was right there among the best.
Look at that, behind Judge, Ohtani, Raleigh, and Witt.
Switch hitter, put up big numbers offensively, outstanding work at shortstop.
It seemed like he was just sort of holding the place for Jordan Lawler, their top prospect, who, by the way, right now is out with a fractured wrist. But they've started to try Lawler in the outfield. He's played some third. He's their dude at short. 2-2 now. Colin Ray kicks and fires. And that one tapped foul at the plate. Diamondbacks this year at 16-14, but they've lost 6 of 9. And coming off a thumping at the hands of the Brewers, and their run differential is -24. 2-2. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit out into left center. Happ will collect, and the leadoff man is on.
Wind is out of the northeast here, so a ball in the air might not carry, so line drive is the way to go, and Perdomo stings this one, shoots it the other way. This is a guy who hit 290 last year with a 389 on base and a 462 slug, so he's a very good offensive player, as Boog mentioned, off to a little bit of a sluggish start.
First offering in for a strike to Ildemaro Vargas.
Nothing sluggish about his start. He's hit in all 23 of their games. 26 game hitting streak going back to last year.
Swing and a miss. Jim, I'm fine with you calling it a batting streak.
Yeah. I mean, anybody can have a batting streak. You just got to stand up there.
Yeah.
You're the batter.
Ray ahead 0-2. Here comes. And that splitter is fouled off, and Vargas stays alive. Ildemaro Vargas, former Cub, was with the Cubs 3 different stops. He was with them in 20, in 21, and in 22. That's bounced foul, and it's his 3rd different time with the Diamondbacks as well.
Yeah, he started with them, right? That was his first club back in 2017. He's the type of player about whom baseball people would say, well, he's a nice player. He's a switch hitter. He played multiple positions for you. He's been far better than nice so far this year. He's performed at an all-star level.
Up the middle, and that'll get through. And he's now hit in 27 in a row, back to last year, 24 straight to begin this season.
Change up here from Colin Ray, and he stays back long enough. Kind of slows the swing down a little bit. Shoots it right through the middle of the diamond. So early issues now for Colin Ray to work around.
Corbin Carroll now. It swings through that fastball. Well, this is their guy, their best player. And one of the things you look at with Corbin Carroll is he had that hamate injury. Doesn't seem like it's bothered him. It seems like guys are coming back faster from that injury these days.
Yeah, they've greatly improved the procedure.
Pitch upstairs. Ray's gone 0-2 on every guy so far. JD, more about the improved procedure. Would you
I
please?
thought I could sneak that by you.
Jim, we've been together too long. You knew that was not happening.
I have no idea why players are coming back more quickly from that particular injury.
He's medical whopper teller Jim DeShays. You delivered that with just such oomph and like certainty. They've really cleaned up that procedure.
They have better instruments.
2-2, struck him out. Downstairs, and here's Taylor McGregor.
Well, I am not a doctor, and I cannot tell you why guys are coming back faster, but Boog, there has been this narrative that when guys break their hamate bone, they're able to come back, but it's a question of how quickly will the slug return, and that's what's impressive about Corbin is not only is he back, but slugging .571 in the games that he's been back this season.
No question about it. Editorial comment, God forbid you ever broke one of your hamate bones, you'd be out for the year.
It took me like 12 years to figure out where the hamate bone even was. It's beneath your pinky, if you're wondering.
Timing play on the pickoff at first base. Bushy sneaking in behind Vargas over there. Cubs are contemplating a challenge and will not. Watch Bushy break. I would assume there was some kind of a sign flashed from Carson Kelly as to when Collins should go over.
Castillo swings and misses. I'm thinking probably pitch comp to alert him.
Just like go. Yeah. Sometimes they drop the mitt.
Yep. The 1-1. Foul into the mid. Yeah,
I don't mean to put the pickoff on, but actually when to do it.
When to go. Right.
When to go.
Yeah. Swing and a miss, and Del Castillo is down on strikes.
Much like the strikeout of Corbin Carroll, elevating that fastball. No food up there.
No.
Not for the hitter.
By the way, Aaron Boone just texted me. He said he was back in 4 weeks from a hamate injury. So maybe, you know, I should just zip it on up.
And that was with the old procedure.
That was the old procedure. This ball is driven right field. Suzuki turned around, Wynn playing with it, and he makes the catch. How about Colin Ray? First two get on, and he leaves them stranded. Cubs will come up to hit when we come back. Come up to hit in the bottom of the first, and here's the Cubs lineup. It'll go Horner, Ballesteros, and Bregman, Happ, Suzuki, and Bush, Kelly, PCA, and Swanson. And that group on the season is third in the majors in runs per game, second in weighted runs created plus, and they go up against Zach Gallen.
Yeah, the veteran on the mound for the Diamondbacks here this afternoon. Originally a third-round pick of the Cardinals way back in 2016. He was a Tar Heel. He was an all-star with the D-backs in 2023. And, he's only allowed 7 walks this year, but just 17 strikeouts in his 28 2/3. So that strikeout rate well below league average. Despite that, he's got a 3.14 ERA.
Yeah, below what we're used to seeing from him. I mean, a guy that normally, especially with that curveball, would get swings and misses. That curveball's gotten hit around this year. The 1-0. And Horner fouls it back. Speaking of hit around, he was hit by a comeback or a line drive in his last start. And that was last Saturday in Mexico. Freddie Fermin of the Padres laced one back to the mound in the third. It got him right on the shoulder. He stayed in the game to finish the third and then exited with that contusion, and I guess left a pretty good mark with the seam on there. The 1-1. Did you ever wear one really badly?
Oh yeah. Dale Murphy got me once in the buttocks. It was fun to watch the evolution of that bruise over the weeks. All the different colors.
The 2-1. That is drilled left center field. This is going to be extra bases for Nico. Takes the turn and cruises into second. It's a double, and Horner continues to rake. And the slug has been there for Nico.
102 miles an hour off the bat for Nico. This double is brought to you by Elgin Hyundai. Over the 20-year and 200,000-mile warranty on every new car. Colin Ray had to pitch out of a little jam in the top of the inning, and now Gallen faced with a leadoff double.
Type it away. Doubles? I like that type stuff.
Leadoff doubles.
First offering to Ballesteros, a changeup that misses.
I guarantee you Ballesteros is generating a lot of conversation in opposing teams' meetings before the series. How are we going to pitch to this kid? He's hitting everything hard. Back-to-back changeups. He's not biting.
Outside, Cubs have done a good job matching him up as he has faced mainly right-handed pitchers.
3 consecutive changeups in this sequence.
And he missed, and it's ball 4. So now 2 are aboard. Gallen off to a rough start. One of the things for Zach Gallen, we talked about the decline in the swing and miss, and it's Zach, Z-A-C. And the K's been going in the wrong direction, and this year well below league average, 14.2%. He was an all-star in 23 when it was up there around 26. Big league average, by the way, is 22.2.
Yeah, it would be difficult for him to maintain, you would think, this low ERA with the ball in play as much as it has been.
Little roller, that's to short. Perdomo goes to second. Return to first, not in time. And Bregman beat it out. Gotta still be painful for Alex running on that toe.
Not a lot of pace on that ground ball, and that makes the Diamondbacks' job that much tougher to turn that double play. And Bregman with that bad toe pushing it down the line.
He was hit on the left big toe out in Los Angeles, Game 3, the finale. Here's Ian Happ now. Happ with runners at first and third, and he takes low. 21 in a row. How about that stretch for Kurtz, by the way, where once he walked to 19 in a row?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's walked. He just match Ted Williams, and I think with one more game with a walk today, he'll match Barry Bonds for the second longest walk streak. See the numbers on Happ. Pretty typical, just consistent Ian Happ. 810 OPS. I feel like year in and year out, the numbers are always there. They're always right around in that same range. He gets on base. He gives you some homers and slug. And he plays that defense. First and third, one away. 3-0.
Yeah, might be tapping.
Ah. "3-1." And that's in there for a strike. He went 3-1 changeup.
Yeah, a little slide step change up there too. Kind of changed his delivery a little bit. Savvy veteran that he is. The old quick pitch changeup, perfectly executed.
It's almost like he's jumping at you a little bit.
Just
right?
He comes quickly and then it's an off-speed pitch.
Good eye by Ian. He takes the walk, and they're loaded for Seiya.
Just the pressure that leadoff double applies. I think sometimes what happens to a pitcher, right out of the gate, you're in a little bit of a bind with a man in scoring position. You start pitching away from contact, trying to prevent that one run from scoring, and you set yourself up to give up a big inning because of it. So 2 walks in the inning. He'd only walked 7 guys in 28 2/3 coming into play, and this is part of what has made the Cubs offense so good this year. They walk a lot, 3rd highest walk rate in MLB, behind the Brewers and Aaron Boone's bunch over there in New York.
So here's Seiya Suzuki now.
Not the guy you want to be dealing with right now with the bases loaded. He's been on a nice little heater here.
See the overall numbers there. He missed the first dozen games with the knee injury. Last 8, a .438, 500, 906 slash line. Gallen. And it goes fastball right through there at 95. Horner's at third, Bregman's at second, Happ is at first. Gallen said no, now says yes to Moreno. That one runs off the inside edge, and now 1-1. Documented since Suzuki signed. What a solid hitter he's been. Probably a top 30 hitter in baseball. Check swing and a foul.
You mentioned earlier that Gallen's curveball has not been as effective for him this year as it has been in the past. It's always been a good weapon for him. He's traded some in. He's throwing a few more sliders this year. The slider's been a good ground ball pitch for him. I think he'd be chasing a ground ball here, either something breaking down and away or 2-seamer in on the hands.
Suzuki lifts that foul down the right side and out of play. The 2 on Seiya. Cubs are third in the majors in runs per game. They lead the majors in on base percentage. And so they do a great job. We showed you their walk rate, but they do a great job of avoiding making outs. The 1-2. Check swing on a heater up. 20 pitches in for Zach Gallen and no swings and misses thus far.
Well, he's been behind in the count, right? If you get ahead in the count, you're going to get a little more chase.
Seiya wouldn't chase. Two-two, and a swing and a miss as that one was kind of cutting away from Seiya. And with 2 outs, the bases remain loaded for Michael Busch.
That's a huge strikeout for Gallen. He starts with a fastball right through the heart of the zone. Seiya would like to have that one back. A little mistake there with the cutter. Check swing, curveball in the zone, fouled off. Lay off that one. Spits on that slider. And then a pitch that was intended to be inside is well off the mark, but it gets the job done for Gallen.
Great opportunity for Michael Busch. And he takes a heater for a strike.
Gallen's fastball looks lively here today. Another one at 95 miles per hour. Perhaps feeling a little frisky after going just 3 innings last time.
Busch lays off. Left side base hit. Horner is in. Bregman coming around. He's in. And Hack dives into third. Michael Busch delivers, and it's 2-0.
Really slow start to the season for Michael Busch. Then he got on a little bit of a hot streak on this recent road trip. He didn't have a ton of success. $174, 4 out of 23. Out west, but he delivers big time here. It's a fastball up, moving away from him, and he just shoots at the left. And Gallen got the big strikeout of Suzuki, but Busch responds.
Carson Kelly, first pitch swinging as he pops this one up. Vargas out, and it falls. Hemp is in. Stopping at third is Busch. And the Cubs lead it 3-0.
Welcome home, boys. Welcome back to Wrigley.
Amen. I'd say poor communication, but I think just no communication between Thomas and Vargas.
Yeah, and Thomas is there, right? He plays shallow to begin with. I mean, that ball. Look how far it landed for both of them.
Yeah, it was up there for a while.
They're going to get points for proximity.
It's a new metric, proximity points. There's PCA. Yeah, the breaker in for a strike. JD, let's come up with a team error. Can we start doing that?
Yes, I'm a big proponent of the team error.
Off the plate, high chopper. Gallen got a hustle. PCA running, he does. And that'll do it for the Cubs. But they played 3, and at the end of 1, the news is good at Wrigley.
Pointing to help in that bullpen coming back soon, Boog.
Yep, Craig Counsell looking for that for sure. Colin Ray delivers a fastball for a strike to Jose Fernandez. Cubs lead it 3-0. Talk about a tale of 2 half innings. The Diamondbacks had the first 2 reach, failed to score. The Cubs had the first 2 reach, scored 3 times. Torey Lovullo looking on. Swinging a ground ball towards third, gobbled up nicely by Ray. All right, JD, I got
yes,
one.
What do you got for
People
me?
Look at this guy, Nolan Arenado, and all these accomplished. Do you look at Nolan Arenado as a Hall of Famer?
I think so, because the defense.
Yeah.
Along with the solid production.
I would lean in that direction.
Won a Gold Glove each of his first 10 seasons in the major leagues. Despite that, his career defensive WAR, according to Fangraphs, just a notch below Craig Counsell's. You can look it up.
That's true. And Craig Counsell shared with us, we have to, then we'll get Taylor to try and confirm this at some point, but that in the hitters, he said that in the hitters meeting, he's like, oh, I think I'm going to use that.
I hope he did.
Fly ball out towards center field, waiting on it. Pete Crow Armstrong downstairs at T-Mac.
Well, the best part of the interaction when JD shared that lovely piece of information with Counts, Counts just looks at JD and goes, yeah, so?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What, you're telling me it's wrong? I think it's accurate.
And then he asked me, what do you think? Do you believe that? And I said, it feels a little strong. And he belly laughed.
One of the things that made Craig Counsell so good was his versatility.
Yep.
Played all the infield position. Well, just a couple of games at first, but a lot at each of the other three.
And was really good at all three.
Yeah, I mean, and they did it for a long time. Played till he was, what, 40, 41?
Thomas going too far that time, and now 0-2. Pitch too high. They played through his age 40 season. But yeah, he was done at the age of 41.
Strikeout pitch in the first inning was the elevated fastball. Let's see what he tries to do here. This backdoor slider just a little bit off the edge.
Swing and a miss. And Colin Ray able to get him 1, 2, 3, 5 in a row set, or 6 in a row set. On top of the Diamondbacks 3-0. And Dansby Swanson will step to the plate. Swanson, Horner, and Ballesteros scheduled. Time now for the Intelligence Center, powered by CDW and Microsoft. We talk so much about strikeouts. 22.2% is the league average, but look at the ERAs. If you're under 20%, your ERA, the average is 4.71. And if you're in that middle 20 to 24.9, it goes up to, or goes down to 4.30, but 25 and up. And a 3.20 ERA. Swanson grounds out. And so JD, for Zach Gallen thus far, the ERA is pretty good, but when you look at these numbers, what it tells you is most of the good pitchers strike people out, and one thing is going to move. Either that 14% strikeout rate is going to start going up, or that ERA is going to start going up.
Right, and that's start talking about predictive stats, and I think the strikeout rate is one you could kind of believe in.
Matt Shaw hitting for Nico Horner here.
That's not a good development.
No. As soon as we get word on what is ailing Nico, we will let you know. All the strike on Matt, whose season is off to a very nice start. Pop foul.
Shaw proving to be a really valuable guy. Good in the pinch. Made starts at third and in right and at second. Played a little bit at first even. Got to start out in center field too on the last homestand.
Here's a 1-2. All right, so take a look at Horner. Watch his face. here. Just a little grimace. Hard to say what it is. And then, I don't know, knowing that he's come out of the game, you start to look at that and try and read in, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, other than, yeah, clearly something was bothering him. Good catch down there in the truck.
Way to lay off. One of the things the Cubs have done a great job with this year, and that is being selective. Not just swinging at strikes, but really looking to attack their pitch. Little roller back to the mound, knocked down. Gallen throws to first.
Like a gyro ball that had all kinds of funky spin on it. Right off the end of the bat, it's spinning one way and then kicks back the other way. Easy to panic on this one.
Arenado handles, and Ballesteros retired. Ted Lasso. There's Coach Beard, Brendan Hunt. He's got a show in town that is a one-man performance. It's pretty incredible. I got a chance to see it a couple years ago, and now it's on the big stage. So good to have those guys here. Love that show.
As good as Ted Lasso is, for me, I wanted to get a shot of Jason and then have him play the "What's Up with That" music from SNL and see if he can get him dancing.
High fly ball drilled right field. Suzuki back looking, and that one will bounce and hit off the wall. And Barossa will stop at second.
Another day, this ball might fly out of here, but it stays in the ballpark. He's long through the zone here. Also making a bid for his second home run, comes up a little bit short, but a leadoff double nonetheless.
So a man immediately into scoring position, and here is Geraldo Perdomo. Ball one. Hey, quickly, let's get an update on Nico Hoerner. T-Mac, what do you have?
Yeah, per the Cubs, he left the game with left-sided neck tightness. So we'll know more at the end of the game, but for now, it's left-sided neck tightness.
So Shaw takes over at second. Nico out of the game. The 2-0. It's a little bit low. And now it's 3-0 on Perdomo, who doubled into left center field his first time. And that's through there for a strike. On the ground right side, the ball will find you, Matt
Shaw. The 2026 Nissan Frontier, with Ward's most awarded V6 engine in the last 30 years. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Get 0% APR on select 2026 Frontier trims.
And now it's Ildemaro Vargas, a single to center his first time. Vargas starting at second base. Talked about how valuable he's been. Ketel Marte sits today. You know, JD, you were saying he'd been scratched recently with back issues.
A couple days ago in Milwaukee, he didn't play. He played in their ball game yesterday, but 2 days ago he was scratched with a back, and maybe that's just kind of lingering on a cold day here. Perhaps that was the reason why he did not get the start this afternoon.
The 1-1 on the ground and through the right side hole, and Barose in to score.
This is just incredible. This ball on the ground finds a hole on the right side, but the one thing he's done this year is hit the ball in the air to the pull side with authority, way more than he ever has in the past. Bulked up in the off season, or if it's changing mechanics with his swing, but whatever it is, it's been pretty remarkable what he's been able to do.
First one to Corbin Carroll is in for a strike. Carroll, a strikeout victim his first time. You see he's got a 293 batting average and 4 homers. He's also got 4 triples and 7 doubles. Ground ball. Shaw picks it up to second for 1, and that's all they get. So Shaw able to get the lead runner.
Good read here by Shaw. That ground ball's in front of Vargas, so he knows he has time, and Dansby knows he's got really no shot at doubling up Carroll there. So just make sure you secure the baseball, get the lead man.
And now it's Adrian Del Castillo. Castillo doing some of the catching while Moreno was on the IL, also DHing. Former second-round pick back in 2021 out of the University of Miami. He debuted in 24. Pitch misses off the inside edge. 1-1 on Del Castillo.
PCL MVP in 2024. Big numbers at Reno, which is a great place to hit.
Ground ball, base hit right field. Carroll not stopping. He's on his way to third, and they're at the corners.
Pulled ground ball on the right side that sneaks into right.
Tommy Hotovy is going to join the conversation with Carson Kelly as we take a look at Carroll can really scoop. Michael Busch comes over. He's going to join the conversation. Dansby Swanson observing and evaluating. Here comes Alex Bregman. Matt Shaw is there.
Wouldn't it be funny if one time Tommy went out there and said, look, I don't really have anything to say, but it seems like every time I come out here something good happens, so that's why I'm here. Go get him. Don't make me look bad. I got a good run going.
Yeah.
As opposed to when Art Fowler, the longtime pitching coach under Billy Martin, used to go to the mound and say, hey, look, Billy's getting mad in there. You better get him out.
Pitch outside to Gabby Moreno. I saw a clip of Jody Davis telling a great Rick Sutcliffe story recently when he gave up back-to-back homers and Billy Connors came out to the mound. That's fouled away. And it was in Cincinnati, and every time somebody for the Reds homered, they'd shoot off fireworks, and Billy Connors came out, and Sut was just furious. What are you doing out here? I don't need you. to be out here, and Billy said, look, I'm just coming out here to give that guy a chance to reload the fireworks. The 1-1 fouled off.
I for one have experienced the back-to-back home runs in Cincinnati. And I believe it was the day after Mark Portugal allowed back-to-back home runs. So
the 1-2.
But you know, in Astros lore, that story is Bob Cluck going to the mound to talk to Portugal and saying, I'm just giving him time to reset the fireworks. So, you know, we can dig into Baseball Reference's game logs and find out who really gave up back-to-back home runs.
But really, we just want to know who really said, I'm just giving.
Yeah, who's the first one to deliver the line?
Yeah. The 1-2 on the ground. Shaw waits on it, collects on the grass, and Moreno is out, and Ray has done a good job pitching around the traffic. Alex Bregman, Happ, and Suzuki here in the Cubs half of the third, and the Cubs lead it 3-1. Zach Gallen gets back to work. A little slider clips the outside corner, says Mike Malinsky. Bregman 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run. Good job not chasing after that. Ball and a strike, facing this veteran right-hander, 30 years old, Zach Gallen. Could just press pitch comp. Indeed he did. The 1-1 fouled away. Gallen was a free agent at the end of last year and ultimately ended up re-signing with the Diamondbacks for 1 year, $16.2 million. But there were reports out there, and it ended up coinciding with Gallen's wedding day, or right about there. There were reports from Bob Nightingale that Gallen was set to sign with the Cubs. That's a one-hopper up the middle, Perdomo, and there's one away. And so this report gets out there, and Zach Gallen's having breakfast with his dad, and people are coming up to him going, Chicago, congratulations. His soon-to-be wife calls in a panic, like, we're going to Chicago? And he's like, no, I would have called you. So
you'd be the first one to know.
Ultimately, the report was erroneous. By the way, broadcaster booth brought to you by Budweiser for over 150 years. This Bud's for you.
You enjoying that coffee?
Ball 1 to Ian Happ.
Yeah, the market really never developed for Zach Gallen, did it? The guy's had a real nice career, but he had a rough 2025. Put up a 483 earned run average last year.
Yeah, it was the worst year of his career. Originally from Somerdale, New Jersey, which is about 25 minutes from Philadelphia. Grew up a huge Eagles and Sixers fan. But he liked the Cardinals in baseball because he liked Mark McGwire. And that's the team that drafted him.
Oh, we're tapping, yeah.
Ian Happ. ABS powered by T-Mobile. The challenge. Oy.
Hey.
Close correct. Chicago has one remaining.
I mean, by that much.
Yeah. Fouled away. Gallen, by the way, drafted by the Cardinals. JD, this one always boggles my mind. December of 17, he went from the Cardinals to the Marlins for Marcell Ozuna with Sandy Alcantara. And Happ is gone on strikes. Imagine getting Zach Gallen and Sandy Alcantara in the deal.
That's a pretty shrewd move.
Strikeout for Gallen is his second. And here's Seiya.
What year was that, Boo?
That was 2017. He was drafted in 2016 out of North Carolina and then went in December of 17 to Miami for Marcell Ozuna. And then to the Diamondbacks for Jazz Chisholm in July of 19.
Let's see how the Diamondbacks pitch Suzuki the rest of the series. First two at bats, Gallen has pumped that first pitch fastball right through the heart of the zone to get ahead of him. You know, a guy that doesn't attack that first pitch very often, but every now and then it's a good idea to go up there and ambush one to keep the pitchers honest. Gallen going without the sleeves on this chilly day here at Wrigley. At my app this morning, it said it was going to feels like it was going to be about 38 degrees at game time. I think it's a little warmer than that.
What would you say it feels like?
I think it feels like 44.
I'm going to pass on answering. T-Mac, what's it feel like?
Feels like I've got a nice heater blanket on my lap, so I couldn't tell you.
Just go down and just your teeth just chatter.
Yes. Feels like make it stop. Oh,
feels like that right there.
Yeah.
And feels like 40.
Is that what it said? Oh, that's your call.
That's my call.
Suzuki accepts a 2-out walk, and that's the third walk that the Cubs have taken from a guy who doesn't normally walk people. And now it's Michael Busch.
With the big knock, 2-run single back in the first with 2 outs after Seiya had punched out. This a tandem of Busch and Suzuki went back-to-back home runs against Gallen here last year. There's a quick pitch changeup again.
That was pitch number 60. And we're in the bottom of the third. Suzuki edging away at first.
It's frustrating when you execute that pitch and you don't even get a flinch from the hitter. I think you got off a good changeup, dipping down out of the zone on the plate.
Here's a 2-1. Cubs lead it 3-1 with a man at first and 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the third. John Sciambi, Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor, first of 3 against the D-backs, and then 4 against the Reds, a 7-game homestand.
Good take. Diamondbacks team ERA coming into play today 5.09, 28th in MLB.
This one lifted in the air, center field. Seiya is on the go. Thomas back and able to haul it in, and Busch put a good charge into that one. Ball presented by Tasty Trade, stocks, options, futures, crypto, and a giant check like they give away at golf matches.
Way to go, TB. And really nice form, nice delivery by home plate umpire Mike Malinsky here. Big check.
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of a nice, easy step and throw, underhand delivery. I mean, this is a man that works at his craft right here. Look at this. See that? Have you checked it up?
Good release.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really well done.
If you're playing horseshoes, you want him on your club.
No doubt. Or bocce. We got mound ball metrics yet? Spin rate on that? Reduced vertical break. On the ground, Swanson takes it in. Goes to first. Fernandez is out. So 1 up and 1 down. Cubs lead at 3-1, and now Nolan Arenado. Arenado acquired in the offseason from the Cardinals. Did he mention it? 10 Gold Gloves, 6 times a Platinum Glove for best defender in the league, and an All-Star 8 times.
Lifetime OPS of 844. That's a 282 batting average, 506 slug. So yeah, that's kind of feels like a Hall of Famer to me.
It's laced but foul.
358 career home runs. A lot of damage done, of course, at Coors Field, so that's always something that the voters will consider. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty good company right there.
Played in high school on the same side of the infield as Matt Chapman, which is absurd. And Lake Forest High School.
Yeah, nothing's getting through that infield.
Yeah. Chopped off the plate towards third. Bregman scoops and does not have a play. Yeah, I said Lake Forest. It's El Toro High School in Lake Forest, California.
Good decision here by Bregman not to make a throw. You know, Arenado does not run particularly well, so initially you're thinking you got a shot, but a high chopper stayed in the air too long. You get a good look here with Arenado going down the line and Bregman fielding that little short hop.
Swing and a miss. Alec Thomas late on that. Struck out his first time.
Look from Mount Carmel High School here in Chicago. Outstanding footballer in his days. He was going to go, it's TCU. He was going to go play football and baseball.
Yep. Thomas down on strikes. 2 away.
Cub fans, new arrivals just dropped in the Blues Alternate Collection. Shop the latest at ivyshop.com or the Cub store at Gallagher Way. A handsome jacket.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. They just dropped. And that's drink number 2 at the corner tap, by the way. 4 strikeouts for Colin here this afternoon.
Jorge Barrosa. Alex Cohen's been to the corner tap, but you and I have not made an appearance. Maybe that's an off-season. So
yeah, road trip.
Yeah, road trip.
Well, why does it have to be an off-season trip? Why can't it be a day game trip? We can make that trip down and back in a day. Pop in, Cascade. What's happening?
That'd be a good trip for you to make, T-Mac.
No doubt. Old Leadfoot McGregor driving us Muppet judges in the back seat. For Zach Allen, there's no catcher that has caught him more innings, more games than the guy at the dish. Carson Kelly
You know my theory on that, right?
That he should be able to hit him?
Yeah. Track a lot of his pitches. He knows what the ball does. And he smoked a blooper to center last time up. Ball that was misplayed in the Diamondback outfield. Scored a run. I have no evidence to support my theory that catchers do better when they face guys they've caught for a period of time.
Carson wouldn't bite. They're good buddies, and we asked Carson to give us a Zach Gallen nugget. He said he needs to work on his golf game. Now, Merrill Kelly is actually the guy that Carson has caught the most. The Kelly matchup. Base hit. Second of the game for Carson.
See? More evidence. First one was a cheapie. This one pretty well struck here by Carson.
He continues to hit the ball hard. Last year, he got off to a fast start. And now PCA.
Gallen has really leaned heavily on that changeup here today against the left-handed hitters.
Pete coming into today, JD, 43% of his plate appearances have been against lefties. I mean, that's an absurdly high number. The big league average is 28%.
Yeah, so
he's seen a ton of lefties.
Well, early on, he really struggled against them. So if you're managing on the other side, anytime you have an opportunity to run a left-hander out there, you're going to do it.
Yep.
But he started to turn that narrative around a little bit.
Lace down the right side, hook in, foul.
Well, that would have been fun to watch him run.
That's a terrible call.
Picked up somebody on our field mic saying that's a terrible call, so we're going to go with that.
Yes. It's Gabe Morales on the call.
Hit the wall.
Yeah, it hit the wall. That Gabe, I can't jump on that bandwagon.
Good swing, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
But anyway, yeah, his work lately against left-handed pitching has improved. So we'll see. I mean, still, the managers are going to probably use the lefties out of the pen against them. The Diamondbacks only have one left-handed arm in their bullpen right
now. Good take. And Brandon Garcia is their southpaw. PCA, by the way, he got an award, or at least was honored with an award. Sports Info Solutions. It's a information service. They named him their Defender of the Month in the National League. Base hit to center. Kelly on his way to third. PCA behind, dives in. He's safe. Great base running. Both ways. Kelly aggressively takes third. And Pete Crow Armstrong on his heels sneaks into second. 2 on and nobody out.
Single and advance on the throw as this ball from Thomas comes in. The shortstop probably should have just thrown that ball to second base. Keep PCA at first, at least for the time being. He might have been inclined to steal it anyway. But a good read here. Eyes on the ball. He sees the trajectory of that throw headed towards third, and off he goes.
JD, last year, you're looking for nuanced things that the Cubs did well. They were one of the better base running teams in baseball. Talking about stolen base efficiency, but also just going first to third, taking extra bases. And so far this year, off to a similar start.
Yeah, the play Alec Thomas made out there in center field is perfectly fine play with any number of base runners, but with somebody the speed of PCA, you got to think a little bit differently.
The 0-1. Dribbled foul. Carson Kelly, who is at third. Last year, I remember talking to him, and he told me, I have never been on a team that emphasized and worked on base running as much as this Cubs group. Infield in, and Swanson wouldn't chase. Off the inside edge, backs him away, and now 2-2 on Dansby with 2 in scoring position.
Gallen's got to be thinking strikeout here. My guess is they'll take a shot with a breaking ball off the outside corner, try to get Chase.
Check swing. Did he go? Appeal to first. Did not go, says Gabe Morales.
Started. He got him started, and a good checkup here by Swanson. Hard, right? You got a couple guys in scoring position. You want to be aggressive to drive in those runs, and immediately shake. No, no, no. I did not go.
Black bat. 3-2. On the ground, foul. Look out, Q.
Gallen has certainly been willing to do his work inside on the right-handed hitters here today. Be a read situation for Carson Kelly down there at third. He won't be going on contact here. But high chopper, slow ground ball. Maybe he goes for it.
Swanson reaching that time, and it stays 3-2 on Dansby. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up.
Playing that in and out game. Sinkers in, and then the off-speed stuff away.
Gallen ready. Kick and pitch.
We talked earlier about the correlation between earned run average and strikeout rate in situations like this where it really shows up, the ability to get punch outs. A couple guys in scoring position, nobody out.
Yeah, and especially in a spot like this, right? Nobody out. This is where you need.
This is where you're chasing Chase.
Yeah. 3-2. And Swanson fouls it back. Why does this team score? Yeah, they get guys on, and they have a major league high 377 plate appearances with risk. 9 pitches, 5 fouls. Dansby doing a little cleaning of home plate, helping out Mike Malinsky. Gallen pushing the buttons. Moreno back there. Kelly's at third, PCA at second. 3-2. Line drive, base hit, left field. Kelly is in to hold Pete Crow Armstrong as the throw is cut off by Arenado. Dansby Swanson got something down and in, and he drilled it. It's 4-1.
Yeah, fastball in on the hands, up a little bit, maybe gets the weak ground ball to the left side, but this one is on the plate a little bit and down a little bit. And Dansby had seen a number of those sinkers. This time he delivers a solid line drive. Cubs putting an inning together here. 3 consecutive knocks.
So first and third, a run in. Still nobody out, and here's Matt Shaw. And that's in for a strike to Shaw, who did not start, replaced Nico Horner in the second as a pinch hitter. Shaw replacing Horner, left with left side neck tightness. Cubs on top 4-1, looking for more. Zach Gallen comes set. Throws over to first. Dansby back in. He's got a couple of stolen bases. Has not been caught. In the dirt, it kicks away from Moreno. PCA will trot across, and it's 5-1 on the wild pitch. Swanson down to second.
Spiked curveball. Moreno tries to pick it as opposed to block it. It's be a little bit of a high risk proposition there. This one kicks away, and PCA could have crawled home.
Swing and a miss from Shaw. And he's down on strikes, 1 away.
Real nice curveball that time from Gallen.
Ballesteros now. Diamondbacks with activity in their pen. It's Ryan Thompson up and throwing.
Gallen closing in on 90 pitches here. We're only in the 4th. Big long right-hander.
Lanky, would you say?
Yeah, oh yeah, lanky. Lanky with some funk. Ballesteros getting his 3rd look at Gallen. Gallen struggling here in this inning, and kind of anticipate hard contact coming.
Swanson at second. There's 1 out. 1-1 to Mo. Popped up foul, and that will get out of play.
Just a little bit underneath that one. Somebody did something spectacular. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They didn't.
They
Had a
did
chance.
not.
Shame. Shame.
Oh,
so close.
I feel like I want to. I have a baseball. Should we
Yeah,
run
down there. And
run that down there.
It's a cold day.
It is a cold day.
Not an easy day to make a play.
The people booed him.
Yeah.
Bean. The 1-2. In the air, left field, shallow. Barossa coming on. Perdomo gets out of the way, and the catch is made.
Well, now 92 pitches. He's made 28 here in the 4th. Will likely be his last inning of work. Diamondbacks have given up 10 or more runs 4 times in their last 9 games.
Yeah, it's the pitching.
Brewers dropped a baker's dozen on them twice in their series in Milwaukee.
Lavello looking for some answers on those cards. Here in year 10 as the Diamondbacks manager. Bottom of the 4th, Cubs have added on, lead at 5-1. And that's ripped, sinking liner, and it gets past the left fielder Barossa. Swanson is in, Bregman the turn, and he'll stay put, and the Cubs lead it 6-1, and Bregman smoked that one. And you can tell Alex playing in some pain with that toe.
Rosa lays out for it, comes up just a little bit short, and had a bad try. Base hit. Swanson's going to score anyway, so he might as well lay out, try to make a hero play. Already down 5-1. He comes up short. Make it 6-1 Cubs. And that'll do it for Zach Gallen. There's Bregman pushing through the pain in that toe. It feels a little bit better when you hit a double.
Gallen done for the day. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Pitcher here at Wrigley on a chilly Friday afternoon. Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 1. Ryan Thompson is on here. And when you look at the pitching numbers, 397, not too bad, but the strikeout rate is a little low. Walk rate is high. He does get ground balls.
Yeah, and you know, he typically gets a lot of ground balls. He's not been on the ground as much so far this year. Back in 2024, more than 60% of the balls in play against him were on the ground.
He came over from Tampa Bay in that 2023 season. Mike Malinsky coming out. Having some pitch comm issues. Thompson, Ginkel, and Sewald were their 7, 8, 9 guys during that year. They made the push to the World Series and lost to Texas in 2023.
Ian Happ has been on the wrong end of a number of these ball strike calls here today.
Yep.
The one he challenged, he got wrong, but there's been a couple other ones. Yeah, Thompson, valuable guy. Again, he's the kind of guy you bring in with a couple guys on base when you're looking for that double play ball. I'm going to change up the pitch comm now as they continue to have issues.
So Thompson needs a new one. I think Moreno needs a new one. No, Thompson needs a different one.
If you just go back to the hotel after the game, if you plug your charger into the wall
Let's
and
go.
Power up your pitch comm before you head to the ballpark.
It's been one of my things, I will say. So what ends up happening is the relievers, and all relievers, they warm up, but they don't use pitch comm to warm up usually. So a lot of times they haven't pushed their volume all the way up, and then sometimes it's not charged. But it is operator error 98% of the time. And so I do think more and more they should be looking at penalties for the delay. Is my take. Put your volume up.
So I'll support that.
Well, I mean, look, it's the point to have it, right?
Yeah. Well, the other thing, you know, we survived a long time in this game. It's been around quite a while now.
Yes.
With, you know, one's a fastball, two's a curve, three's a slider, wiggle change. You could just default to that if your technology's not working.
Right. Remember the beginning? A lot of guys didn't use it. It's like we forget that.
Yeah.
And now everybody uses it.
Yeah.
You know, charge your phone before you go out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Turn the volume up on your AirPods and let's go.
Make sure you got clean underwear on in case you get in a car accident.
That's right. Otherwise, ball one on you.
Well, maybe that would be the rule. Like, you can either go to digits, or if you want a timeout for the pitch com, then we're going to charge you a ball.
Yeah. Three and two. And it's ball four.
Second time Ian has walked here this afternoon. That is the, what, 1, 2, 3, 4th walk taken by the Cubs. To go along with 7 hits.
Oh my goodness. Who's coming in here? Doug Eddings, who's the crew chief.
He's telling him, get behind the plate. Let's go.
Yeah.
Got reservations tonight. In Chicago, we're going to go out and get a big steak.
Yeah, we are.
I think it'd be really cool if PitchCom had all kinds of like phrases available.
You could do whatever you want.
Like you're a starter and you're getting lit up and you push a button that says the catch. How come I'm still in here? Where's the manager?
That absolutely is possible. Why am I still in the game? Yes, that's possible. That slider in for a strike to Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah, that's a frisbee from that arm angle.
Mm-hmm.
Big long guy with that drop down delivery.
6'5".
Right on right. It's a different look. You got to hang in there.
Woo. One. Tapped foul. Thompson originally drafted by the Astros in the 23rd round in 2014 out of Campbell University in Bowes Creek, North Carolina. I know the Campbell, they're the Camels.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they're the Camels, yeah.
John Shumpy, Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor on a chilly Friday afternoon. Mike Leary, our producer, Todd Benjaminson, our director, and Ethan Cooperson on stats. We call him Cooper stats. Is Foxy directing? I thought I saw Benji. Benji's next door. Sorry, Foxy. That's what happens. You don't talk to me. I'd like to make a correction. Mike Fox is directing. On the ground, left side, Perdomo. And in time. Cubs score 3 times, lead at 6-1, and Mike Fox is directing.
It's MLB to 741. 741. The Learys are in the house, taking in some Cubs baseball.
Love that.
This afternoon. Keys to the game was Raybound, looking for a bounce back start for Colin, and he has delivered so far here today after a rough one last time against the Dodgers.
So he's rebounded.
He's rebounded nicely. Now it's 6 hits. He's has not walked a man. Struck out 4.
Fly ball center field, and the best defender in the world settles under. Craig Counsell's line, not mine.
If you think today was hard, try living one day in this man's life. Liam's had 5 heart surgeries. Let's go, Liam!
One of my best days ever.
Colin Ray with 1 out. It's Ildemaro Vargas. All right, so Vince was up here telling us the story pregame. You want to tell it?
Oh, no, feel free.
So there's a joke that's been circulating. Chris Kampka's been wearing it out a little bit, our graphics specialist, but Vince is actually the originator of the joke. And it came back when Ildemaro Vargas was on the Cubs. And that one foul tipped into the mitt of Carson Kelly. Look at that, Mike Malinsky looking and see if there was dirt on the ball. He said, no, foul ball.
No beef from Carson, and yeah.
Yep, good job. Up the middle. You got kidding me with this guy. 3 for 3. I mean, he is just on fire.
He is in a tree right now, man.
In a tree.
He's a very healthy batting average. The Cubs are hoping that he'll be Ildemaro.
So that's the joke. Anyway, Mike Leary, Mike Fox, who's directing, they all went out in spring training, and Taylor was mentioning Ildemaro Vargas. And Vince sets up T-Mac by saying, well, you know what they say about him? She says, what? And Vince says, he may be fine today, but he'll be ill tomorrow. That didn't get much of a cackle out of you, right? I mean, oh my gosh.
Cackling. And we love Ildemaro. He was wonderful with us.
He was wonderful.
He has a great spirit, great energy.
Yes. The 1-1 in the dirt. 3 for 3 today. On the ground to the right side. Shaw boots it and everybody's safe. It'll go as an E4.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to crawl inside Matt's head, but I think he just got in a hurry here. He really wanted to. He's thinking about making that flip to second base before he secured the baseball. You know, with Carroll going down the line, even though it's a sharply hit ground ball, you got to be quick. It's Collins' turn to pick up Matt.
Kind of jarring, right? An error, just like I feel as though for what we've been watching, I mean, the Cubs have played just such flawless defense that just a standard error is
booting a ground ball. Yeah, like some of the errors. Carson Kelly got charged with a couple errors on the road trip, or throws that got away in the middle of the diamond, that kind of thing.
Swing and a miss right there. Shaw has been so valuable. He was spectacular at third last year. the dirt. JD, by the way.
Yes.
We're singing the stretch today.
Yeah, we are. Yep. Middle of the 7th, we'll do that.
Midway?
As per tradition.
Okay. No Taylor?
Do you guys get nervous?
I haven't slept for 3 days. You kidding me?
I'm starting to.
Take me out to the ball game.
Can we throw it down to you if we,
yes.
if we get jammed up here?
Yes.
What if we sent it down to you in the middle? Take us home, T-Mac.
I mean, I'll be conducting from down here, so if you forget the tune,
yeah,
just look at me.
Budweiser broadcast.
I'm just going to lay out on Boog.
No.
Yeah.
No, you will not.
Diamondbacks, a big swing from getting back in this thing, and this kid has power.
One and safe at first.
Sounded like he cracked his bat. Took a little steam out of this ground ball. A little adjustment there by Shaw. And again, make sure you get it out. You got a 5-run lead. Just kind of scrambling around there trying to find a convenient hop. You know, out there in the middle of the diamond for the Cubs, we have 2 former winners of the Brooks Wallace Award given to the premier shortstop in college baseball.
JD, where did Brooks Wallace go to college?
I believe Texas Christian University. At least he was a coach there.
Fly ball down the right side, foul, and out of play.
Who were we playing in the last homestand? We had 4 Brooks Wallace Award winners in the same game. Or at least, you know.
Was it the Phillies or the Mets?
Yeah, no, it was Trey Turner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up. Texas Tech, we're here on Brooks Wallace.
LeBach. Yeah, in the early days, it was the player of the year, and then they switched it, right?
Yeah. Oh, Bregman. Bregman won the award, too.
That one is in there. Colin Ray gets the strikeout. 5 innings, 1 run. A Ray-bound performance. Pitch him through the traffic. 6-1.
That looked like it might have been a home run, if not for the wind. Well, we have some evidence to suggest otherwise. We're going to show you in just a moment. It's StatCast powered by Google Cloud. So his ball was knocked down by 10 feet, but it would not have left the ballpark. However, this ballpark has the most wind-prevented home runs in Major League Baseball this year, 8 times.
That is rolled right center field, and that's going to touch down and roll. Bushy heading for second, and he's got himself a stand-up double, and he has hit the ball hard today. Good to see.
Yeah, so last time he hit it high in the air and it got knocked down a little bit. This time he just absolutely squares this one up. Beautiful swing. Get that low ball in the air, Bushy. A guy like Thompson, you're trying to get him up, see him up above the knees. It's down around the knees with that downward tilt to the sinker. You're going to beat it into the ground.
Carson Kelly 0 for 1. Back to the mound, Thompson, and they got Bush hung up. Arenado puts the tag on Michael Bush, and he is out.
One right back to the mound can be a tough read for a base runner. Todd, if the ball's behind you, to go. But if it doesn't clear the mound, you're in trouble. Bushy's looking over his shoulders, and if I stay in this rundown long enough, maybe Carson will get to second. And Carson's like, "You're on your own, pal."
Yeah.
Can't afford to get doubled up in that situation.
It's the old 1-4-5-6-5 if you're scoring at home, and if you are, nice job. Center field, and Thomas is there to make the catch. PCA is out number 2. By the way, 14565 is the zip code for Rochester, New York.
Yeah, fine American city, home of Eastman Kodak. 8675309. Jenny.
Was it Tom Tuto?
Yeah, you are right, sir.
Cubs 6 and the Diamondbacks 1. We're in the 5th. Swanson drills this one in the air out towards left center. Thomas makes the catch. And that is out number 3. 5 in the books, and the Cubs have the lead.
Nick is a coach in the Cubs organization. He's currently the bench coach with the Cubs, and so Torey wanted to repay the Cubs for allowing him to have that moment. And so just a really cool connection. And talking to Craig about Nick today, he said that guy will for sure one day coach in the big leagues. So really cool connection between the two, and always special to share father-son moments like that, Boo.
Yeah, no doubt. Cool stuff. That one lined into left field. And a base hit for Jose Fernandez. Cubs lead at 6-1 here, top of the 6th. Colin Ray's been dancing through the traffic as the Diamondbacks have 8 hits, but trail at 6-1, and now it's Arenado. Yeah, Torey Lovullo's son Nick is really well thought of in the Cubs organization, and Torey's super proud of him. Torey is a special dude. He just has a way about him to be able to connect with his players. Obviously has a strong bond with their head of baseball ops, Mike Hazen, and the players that run through there with the Diamondbacks rave about him. Swing and a miss. And that's so much of what the job is now, managing people.
Oh, big time, yeah. Yep. I mean, if it's always a big part of the job, but the nature of how you manage people has changed, right? The old gruff, hardcore, get in your face manager, that just doesn't play anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Craig Counsell, one of his real focuses is making sure that young players feel comfortable. So no more of that, like, you know, hey, let's make the rookies uneasy, or, you know, the real act of hazing.
Shut up, Rook.
Yeah. No, we need them to perform, so let's have them perform well. There's Rolison. Arenado in this one, 1 out of 2 with a single. Coming pitch number 102 from Colin Ray. 6-1 lead he's got. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That matches the season high in pitches for any Cubs pitcher this year. JMO had a start of 102 earlier, and there's a good way for his day to end, a punch out of Arenado.
2 more strikeouts means drink up in the corner tap room. Greg Counsell saying, good job, Collie, and he'll get a nice hand. Rollison coming in, pitching change here at the friendly confines. Crane and by Wintrust. Different approach, better results. PCA and the Cubs leading it 6-1. Ryan Rollison facing a pinch hitter, Tim Tawa.
Ryan Rollison on for the 4th time, and the first 3 have been outstanding. 6 innings of scoreless baseball so far. He has not walked a man. All the injuries that the Cubs bullpen have had to deal with has opened up some opportunities for some other guys. And Rollison trying to take advantage.
Bandez at first. 1-1 to Tawa. In the dirt. Kelly keeps it in front.
Tawa's got legit pop. He had 31 home runs back in 2024 in the minor leagues. Hasn't had a ton of time in the big leagues.
Last year hit 201 with 7 homers and 225 plate appearances. Pops that one foul. It's back in our general vicinity. Thor make the play. Yes! Thor, you should go give it to the guy that dropped the ball. Or that person. Way to go, Thor.
Man of the people.
Keith, we love you.
Ooh. Ooh. Are we high? A little high? Tappable? Challengeable? No, it's go shot.
Yeah.
Colin Ray did not issue any free passes here this afternoon.
So that's the first.
And it would be the first, yep.
Bunted to third, rolling, hits the bag, and then a little mini collision, and Fernandez is going to come in to score. Bregman thought that was the best choice, and it ends up being fair, and it produces a run. Ends up being a bunt double.
Something you don't see every day. And just hoping that ball would hook foul, but it was bunted so hard. Had to do it all over again, and they don't allow that. They would have picked it up and maybe even had to play at third base.
It is something, though, that I know that the Rules Committee and Rob Manfred will be looking at adding next year, along with fair foul in the infield do-overs.
You get 3 do-overs a game.
Nothing of what I just said is true. Just kidding.
Now things get a little dicey as this lineup turns over. Perdomo, Vargas with Carroll to follow.
Second and third. That is rolled left field. Hat turning and looking, and that's into the basket, and it is gone. And just like that, it's a one-run game. Perdomo with his second.
It happens in a hurry sometimes.
And the Diamondbacks right back in this thing.
Had some cutting action and moved right into his swing. It had been really good for Rolison through his first 3 appearances. Now a bit of a speed bump.
Jacob Webb is up and getting loose out in that pen. Yeah, just getting started throwing.
Vargas, a switch hitter, turns around and bats right. I believe the number I saw earlier was 433. His batting average from this side of the plate this year.
Pitch in the dirt.
Three for 3 today, has that batting average up to 398.
Yeah, indeed, 433. 4 homers and 12 runs batted in, and that's over 30 at bats. Now it is Maton up in the pen for the Cubs, and Webb is sat down. Ball to strike. And that is lined and a fair ball base hit. Happ will pick it up. Quickly fires it into second. Vargas is 4 for 4.
When Ildemaro was a Cub, did you ever envision a day where you had to game plan how you're going to deal with Ildemaro Vargas? That's, you know, he was, like I said, you know, a good role player.
Yeah, it's Joey Wiemer vibes.
Wiemer did it for like a week. This guy's been doing it for a month. I don't know, Wiemer. Maybe he's still going, Wiemer, but he tore it up here that opening homestand, opening series.
By the way, it is Ildemaro Vargas's 4th career 4-hit game, and he does have a 5-hit game.
Well, Joey Wiemer is
still hitting
good night. He's hitting 327 with a 582 slugging percentage.
Yeah, I think for the most part, like Butera just keeping him matched up. In the air, Happ over near the stands, runs out of room. Yeah, Wiemer this year has over half of his at bats are against lefties, and he's hitting 400 against southpaws. Cubs lead it by a run, and it's gotten tight here at Wrigley. 1 out, man at first. The pitch to Carroll. And that is strike 3. Carroll is gone. And he needed that.
Previous one slid out the outside corner. This one lands.
Del Castillo now. 1 out of 3. And that's in for a strike.
Paint.
Check swing went too far, and it's 0-2. Diamondbacks have scored 4 times, including the Perdomo 3-run homer, trail it by a run. 0-2 now. Check swing and appeal to third did not go. That's Lance Barksdale.
Well, what do you think? Yeah, I think Lance got it right.
Yeah. How is Lance as a check swing?
Pretty solid, yeah. Upper third, I would say.
The 1-2. Popped up. Foul ground. Carson Kelly. That would land. Row 2.
He's still scrambling for it down there. It's like a fumble in football. A lot of bodies. That guy, Montoyo.
One and 2. Rollison. Del Castillo fouls it back. Shota Imanaga and Ryan Nelson tomorrow. Again, 120 with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rollison, and a swing and a miss struck him out. He gets Del Castillo and gets out of it and preserves the lead. Denny, there's a new pitcher into the game, and it is the lefty Brandon Garcia.
Yeah, just fresh up from AAA. He is the lone lefty currently working in the Diamondbacks bullpen. Last year he pitched 14 times, had a 14 1/3 innings in a 5.65 ERA. That came 2 of those appearances with the Seattles and the rest with the Snakes.
That's Shaw here. If you're just joining us, Nico Horner left the game in the bottom of the second. Matt Shaw to hit for him. And an issue on the left side of his neck.
Slider that didn't slide for the left-hander. Cubs going to need to score a little bit more to secure this one.
The 2-0. A little bit low.
Big challenge.
The catcher challenging the ball.
97-mile-an-hour sinker down around the knees. Looked like a good pitch.
Gabby Moreno with the challenge, and that's in there.
It's overturned. Arizona has 2 remaining.
Catchers have been really good at this. Cubs
Yeah.
catchers, specifically Carson Kelly, have been really good at it, but catchers have done the best work in the neighborhood of 60%. Then the hitters, and then the pitchers. The pitchers have not been especially good. Shaw laces one the other way, and it's caught out of the air by Carroll. Matt hit it on a line, but Carroll, shaded in that direction, was able to haul it in.
Folks, this weekend the 50-50 raffle has a guaranteed jackpot of $75,000. Fans here in Illinois can purchase tickets at Cubs.com/raffle or from a raffle ambassador at Wrigley Field through the 8th inning of each game, now and through the end of Sunday's game against the Diamondbacks. Typically that jackpot gets well above that $75,000 mark.
For Ballesteros here as he takes a pitch for a strike. Just his 7th plate appearance against the lefty, and that's something Craig Counsell's been intentional about coming into today. 92.4% of his plate appearances have been against right-handed pitching.
And it served him well. He's done a lot of damage in those at-bats. OPS approaching 1,000 for the season.
One foul back. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a fine line with the young guys. On the one hand, you know, you have alternatives on the right side, but you're starting with trying to set them up for success, and they're doing that.
Yeah, and they, you know, they had options too from the right side. Kelly, Amaya, Shaw, typically available on the bench, or at least one of the catchers would be available on the bench. Shaw had to come into the game for Nico due to the neck thing, so you know, maybe Shaw would be getting this plate appearance. The other piece of it is Garcia's the only lefty that the Diamondbacks have out there, so anybody else that comes out of that pen will be right-handed, and the platoon advantage would shift back over to Ballesteros.
Mo down on strikes, although that was 50-50. Not a strike. 2 away, and here's Bregman, who's knocked in a run with a double that he absolutely scorched. He's also reached on a fielder's choice and scored. So 1 out of 3 for Breggy.
Up above the zone.
Drilled left field. That one towards the corner. Oh, what a catch by Tim Tawa. Sliding on the backhand, and he stole extra bases from Alec Bregman. What a play. Tough part of the park, and Tawa holds it in.
Young Cubs fans, that's right, you young Cubs fans. The Wintrust Junior Broadcaster Contest is back. Submit your best play-by-play call of a Cubs highlight for a chance to win a VIP experience at Wrigley Field. Oh, this is always a very popular event. Enter now at MarqueeSportsNetwork.com/junior broadcaster or scan the QR code. And you too could someday come up here and say, Yug, you Yug Cubs fan.
You're a young Cubs fan, or if you have a stuffed up nose, you're a young Cubs fan. Here's Phil Baycott.
Well, it has been a bumpy ride for the veteran right-hander so far. One appearance since a stint on the IL. The other day over in San Diego, they got him for a couple runs. He's allowed exactly 2 runs in each of his last 4 appearances. So 5 innings of work this year, 8 earned runs allowed. This guy has a long track record of success.
He was excellent last year, combined between St. Louis and Texas, a 2.79 ERA, and got a lot of strikeouts. He's a bit of an outlier, right, JD, because he gets a high number of strikeouts. Last year it was a 32.5%, but he doesn't throw all that hard.
No, it doesn't throw hard at all. Fastball averages around 89, 90 miles an hour, but he could spin it.
Indeed. Swing and a miss there as Moreno is gone, and there's one away.
It's kind of a funky short arm delivery. Can really spin that curveball. He also throws cutters and sliders, so just has a lot of options. Despite the rocky start, I think Greg Counsell and Tommy Hotovy are pretty bullish on what they're going to get out of Maton going forward.
On 1 to Jose Fernandez.
The rally started in the 6th, leadoff single. 4 hits by the Diamondbacks last inning. Good young player, he's only 22.
Fly ball right field. Suzuki. Oh, nice play, Seiya. And that's a fair ball.
Yeah, that could have been really dicey if this eludes him as he nears the wall. Great concentration.
Two down, bases clear. Arenado with a single sandwich between a fly out and a strikeout.
You notice
out of play.
You notice the buzz in the ballpark?
Yeah, what is that buzz?
I think word is out that we're singing the stretch.
Yes, I think you're right.
Should we say let's get some runs when we're done singing?
You want to?
Yeah. Simultaneously, like.
Yes.
Okay.
Right there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Foul tipped, held on to.
He's checking for dirt again.
Checking for dirt.
No dirt.
No dirt. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Budweiser. For 150 years, this Bud's for you.
Today's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ballgame. Cubs broadcasters for Marquee Sports Network, Boog Shambi and Jim Dishes.
Hey everybody, this is for Coach Lasso and Coach Beard in the house, and I want to remind you, May is ALS Awareness Month, so let's go, JD. Bring it. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let's root for the shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs.
This is for you, Herb.
Fly ball right field, and Ian Happ jumps on the first offering and flies to Corbin Carroll, and there's one away. And it'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. Cubs lead it by a run, 6-5. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Seiya 0 for 2. On the ground, Perdomo. And there's 2 away. That's 2 outs on 2 pitches, JD.
Yeah, that's suboptimal.
How many 3-pitch innings do you think you had in your entire career?
Oh boy, if you were to tell me I had none, I would.
You believe
not
it?
argue that point.
No way. You had to do it sometime.
You would think, but I don't know.
JD, can we talk exit velo for a second?
Sure. Bring it.
Michael Busch, single in the first, 101.6. Fly out in the third, 101.7. Double in the fifth, 108.7. That 108.7 is hardest hit ball, but 3 over 100. And now he faces the lefty, but he's looked really good here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd you feel singing?
That was fun. I would do that again. Yeah. I don't know that we were perfectly in sync, and I forgot to take my headset off at the start.
Sure.
It was a little bit of an issue.
Did you think that we were going to sing through the headset mic?
It just completely blanked out on the fact that I was wearing it. Taylor, do you have an opinion on
a critique?
I do have a critique.
Yeah.
Okay. So the official lyrics, I think, are "I don't care if I never get back." Did you say never or ever?
I think I said ever.
Yeah. So that would be your, you can change that for next time. But other than that, I thought the tune was phenomenal. I wasn't privy to sing the headset, JD, so I missed that.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were great.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that feedback.
Yeah.
Wonder what Simon thought.
Randy Jackson. It's a no for me, dog. Swing and a miss, and Busch is gone on strikes. I don't care if I never get back. Jacob Webb on here.
14th time the righty has trotted out of that Cub bullpen. 10 2/3 and a 5.06 ERA. Tawa with the play of the day out and left on Bregman.
Great catch. The 0-2.
Tavo, when he was in high school, was voted the Gatorade Oregon Baseball Player of the Year, and 3 times was the Gatorade Oregon Football Player of the Year.
Wow.
As quarterback.
And was he going to go play anywhere?
He played his college ball at Stanford. I don't know that.
Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah, he played baseball at Stanford. My bad.
His senior year, he was Max Prep's National Male High School Athlete of the Year.
Pushed foul out of play.
Threw for over 11,000 yards in his high school career.
Webb ready, 1-2. Hopped up, Bush wandering into foul ground and makes the catch.
Time now for the Advocate Healthcare Cornerstone. Today is May Day, and it's May 1st. We'll take a look at Derek May, 9th overall pick by the Cubs in the '86 draft. You see his career numbers with the Cubs from 90 to 94, hit 270 with 7 home runs in the month of May, and is noted by Harry Carey. His last name backwards is Yam.
I mentioned that I love Chris Kampka. Also really good music.
Derek May was born in Rochester, New York, home of the 14645.
No,
whatever it was.
565.
Barbosa, the Pirate.
On the ground to the right side, Shaw gathers it and throws out Barossa.
Can't we call him Barbosa?
Well, you keep doing that. The next thing you know, I'm going to have Leandro Barbosa hitting a 3 for the Suns, you know? Two down, bases empty, top 8. Cubs lead it by a run. Change up, but Perdomo wouldn't bite.
He tracked it all the way, didn't he? Left-handed hitters know they're going to see that changeup from Webb.
That's through there for a strike.
95 that time from Jacob. Perdomo, a guy who has walked more than he strikes out. And that's pretty rare in the modern game.
Got in on it that time.
Year in and year out, there's just a handful of players that can make that claim of walking more than they punch out.
I mean, these days it is really rare. Timeout call. Perdomo will step out. Cubs led this game 6-1. Perdomo helped Arizona score 4 times with a 3-run homer in the 6th. Webb misses outside. Happ, PCA, and Suzuki left to right in the outfield. Bregman, Swanson, Shaw, Bush third to first on the infield. Horner forced to come out of the game with a neck injuries. Kelly couldn't hang on to that foul ball.
Would have been special and been able to pull that off.
Yeah. Three-two. Oh, he blew him away with a fastball. Looked like he might have been sitting on something else. Webb does the job. D-backs go one play. The Cubs, as we go to the bottom of the 8th, lead this game by a run. A chilly Friday. Boog Sciambi, Jim Deshaies, and Taylor McGregor with you. And Kevin Ginkel will take over.
Right-hander on for the 14th time. A number of guys really struggle out of their bullpen, but he's been solid, striking out. It's about 32% of the batters he faces, and he keeps the walks down. In play, it's on the ground a bunch, and you'll see a lot of slide balls from Kevin Ginkel. Last year, limited due to injury to just 29 appearances. He pitched 72 times the year before. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Diamondbacks in the top of the 9th.
Cubs with a win today, that would make it 13 out of 16. One-two to Carson. Lays off. That's outside. Pop foul and out of play. Carson Kelly in this one with a bloop single to center that produced a run, a single and a run scored. Had a couple of hits against his buddy Zach Gallen. Popped up. Hernandez reaching. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Whoa. That is a heck of a play.
Yeah, big time play. Slice kind of carrying this ball further and further away from him, and just great concentration as his eyes stay on the baseball the whole time. He's just kind of getting a sense of where the barrier is, and then into the net like the trapeze artist. That gentleman was offering him a drink of beer.
I think he was.
Yeah. While you're over here, would you like a sip? I think Carson thought that ball hit the net first.
You could see Fernandez getting clipped by the top of the wall before he actually secured the baseball. Great play by the youngster, just 22 years old, Jose Fernandez. PCA shortens to bunt, and Ginkel delivers a slider for a strike.
I think PCA was just taking all the way there.
On the ground to the right side, Vargas 2 away.
12 in a row retired by Diamondbacks pitching here today. Their bullpen has been lights out.
On the year, their bullpen has been problematic. Heck, their pitching has been. They're 28th in the majors in team ERA, 27th in starters ERA, 25th in bullpen ERA. Cubs 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Arizona 5-11-0.
Cubs got to Zach Gallen today. They put 6 runs on the board and 7 hits, 3 walks and 3 2/3. So that's usually the formula, right? Do a little damage against a starter, get into the bullpen, and then take advantage. But bullpen has been sturdy here today.
On the ground off the side of the mound, Perdomo picks it up, throws him out, and we're headed to the 9th. Cubs 3 outs away from a W. Tightness, the Cubs 3 runs on 4 hits and a walk in the 4th. Ray gets through 5 1/3, but Perdomo's 3-run homer cut it to a 1-run game, and here we are. It's Vargas at the plate. He's got a 4-hit day. Two balls, no strikes. Vargas 4 singles He's hit in 27 in a row going back to last year, 24 straight this season. And Webb falls behind 3-0, in danger of walking the leadoff man. And that's in for a strike.
Corbin Martin is up in the Cubs bullpen.
3-1 pitch to Vargas, and the changeup downstairs, and Vargas tracked it all the way into the mitt of Carson Kelly. It's a leadoff walk. And now Corbin Carroll. Carroll 0 for 4. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
First pitch, cheating on a heater, and Webb gets off a dandy of a change of pace.
Way high.
Vargas, not a great base stealing threat. He's an average runner.
Swing and a miss, overpowered him with a fastball.
Well, he's been beat by fastballs all afternoon. Colin Ray punched him out his first time up, just overpowered him with heaters.
1-2. Let's see what Webb goes with here. Here it comes.
Yeah, they're kind of hunching changeup, just with the look of some of these takes.
What do you go with here?
I throw him another one.
2-2. Popped up, foul ground, left side. Gets out of play. A reminder, we got minor league baseball tonight here on Marquee as the South Bend Cubs take on the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. Coverage begins at 6. 2-2 on Corbin Carroll. That's in the dirt.
There's another game here tonight. Northwestern plays here this evening. Craig Counsell's son Jack is their shortstop, but he's got a broken hand right now, so he won't be able to play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Corbin Carroll down on strikes, and there's one away.
Again, just got beat by a fastball, 93 miles an hour. Inside part of the plate, and he couldn't catch up.
Del Castillo is going to be called back, and Ketel Marte will pinch hit. And Tommy Hotovy will go to the hill to discuss how they will pitch to Ketel Marte. Got the day off today. A reminder at the conclusion of our game, it's Cubs Post Game Live. Again, immediately following our game broadcast, and Cole Wright, Cliff Floyd in studio, standing by. Now Marte off to a slow start, but you're talking about the last 4 or 5 years, he's been one of the better players in the National League.
Yes, absolutely.
And despite a .233 average, does have 5 homers. Switch hitter batting left. And a fastball for a strike. Marte will challenge.
The batter challenging the ball call.
ABS challenge, and let's see. It's a strike.
Call correct. Arizona has 1 remaining.
JD, do you think we're going to get the umps to come out of their shells and say, I am right?
Yeah, nailed it.
Nailed it. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, I think that's also instructive for people watching on television, because on our screen that ball did look off the plate, but because of the camera angle, it's a little bit of an illusion. And there's that good changeup from Webb.
Swing and a ground ball right side. Shaw to Swanson to first, safe. Marte just did beat it out. Perfect feed.
It's one of those tweener plays for a second baseman, right? Where you're either going to make the long backhanded flip or kind of turn your body and do that little short arm over the top toss.
Moreno at the plate. Tying runs at first. Everybody on their feet. Webb will throw over to first. See Michael Busch bumping up the volume. I love it for a game on May 1st. Michael Busch's got to bump the volume up on pitch count. That one too high. Bushy's had a good day at the plate. If Jacob Webb closes this out, he'd be the 6th different Cub to collect a save, and that would be the most in the majors in terms of 6 different guys with a save. 2-0, right through there for a strike. It's 2-1.
Despite all the injuries to the bullpen, the Cubs have continued to play winning baseball, getting contributions from a lot of guys they didn't expect to either see in the big leagues or pitching in higher leverage situations.
Now Moreno down to a single strike. He's 0 for 4 today in his return from the IL with that oblique injury. Two balls, 2 strikes, time call. Webb has the sign. Moreno waits. Swing and a miss. Got him. Ball game. Cubs win. JD.
Yes,
we came, we sang, they won.
We conquered.
Sing that song.
You better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. They're singing, go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
Cubs stay hot, JD. Another win at home.
Yeah, interesting ball game. You know, they're up 6-1 after 4 innings, and the Diamondback bullpen just shut things down. The Cubs had to hang on for dear life, but at the end, another win for the home team, and a nice job, Jacob Webb out of the pen today, 2 scoreless, earning the save. Colin Ray, your winner today, he went 5 1/3, allowed 2 earnings, punched out 6, earning